Hello, hello. How's it? Sunday there. Carl is on top of the hill and Karin's on top of the hill. Today, I'm putting up the raised beds that I've been busy building. They are now complete, ready to be installed. So that's what we'll be doing today. We'll be installing them, putting them here on the other side of the garden. Where I'll show you just now. This is where we wanna populate our raised beds. This is where they're gonna occupy the space. So yeah, but before we get into it, please let me ask that you hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share. You know the drill. It is highly appreciated, much loved when you subscribe to the channel and when you interact with the channel, because that tells YouTube that they must spread our channel to the like-minded people like you. Okay, so let me show you where we at and then we can talk about this. So this is the space where we will be populating, putting raised beds and all that, all the way to that shrub there, that shrub there, that's opposite the strawberry garden. So we'll be populating this whole area here because this is the area that my wife felt more comfortable with me doing my gardening on, unlike there where she gets to stand and get all the view and all that. So yeah, so we'll be populating this whole area here, getting the raised beds and everything that we can get going here. So now this is raised bed number 2 or number 1. The other one is on the other side. I'll be bringing it here as well. Most probably it will be next to this one, or it will be somewhere here, closer to this enclosure here. I'll see. As you can see, I had already started digging there because I want to level the place there so that it's not that skew or incline or whatever, because I found out with this one that when I put this one, I didn't really care much about leveling and all that. And what I found is that when I water, the water will run that way all the way down there. So now I really want to try and get it as level as possible so that everything goes accordingly. Okay, let's get on with it. Let's do it and get these beds ready. We are already almost out of winter into spring, so we need to get them ready to go. Right, let's do this. Do this. Do this. Yes, yes. It's heavy. Yeah, yeah, it looks more straight now. Where's my spirit level? Whew. Not quite. Yes, yes. How much more do I need to go? Okay. Ah. Oh la la. Okay. Let's go. Yes, yes. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. Perfecto. We need to go down this side. Just a little bit. Some out of here. Some. There we go. But now, what about this? Good. Oh, it's done. One raised bed. Done. In. Jeepers. Right, look at this. Empty. Completely empty. Only the sage is left. Everything is out. I'll show you where these things that were here are now. You won't believe it when you see them. I prune them, chop them into tiny little sticks with roots, and I put them strategically where they can grow and probably produce peppers again for us, but they're no longer in here. So here we'll be putting other stuff. We'll see what we put in here. Monkeys don't really eat peppers, so I had no need to have peppers here. But I did have a need to have eggplant in here because they do eat eggplant. So yeah, but here it is. It's how it looks like. Yeah, it's good to go. And you will see the one in front is almost like this as well. Yeah, this is how I feel my raised beds, you know. So halfway with logs, and then I'll put in my own compost that I generate in the yard just to cover the logs, and then I'll fill it up with the nice premium compost that I bought from my supplier, you know. But this is how I feel it. These logs will do a couple of jobs for me that are important. They will become as sponges in terms of water retention when I'm watering. You know, as they age and break down, they will start keeping a lot of the water, reducing the need for me to water every day now and again and all that. But also they will maintain the level of the top soil or the level of sinkage. What am I talking about when I'm talking about sinkage? Come, let me show you here. You see this raised bed here. This raised bed, this soil was at the level of the plank there where my finger is pointing. But you can see now that there is almost about 15 centimeters between the plank and the soil because of the sinkage. I did not put logs in here. What I did, I put a lot of leaves, a lot of twigs. So those twigs and leaves, they've broken down and the soil is starting to sink down. And I'll have to refill here with the soil. But here, since I'm putting the logs takes longer, ages to break down. And even if when they do break down, they will not break down to a level that the soil that will be here will sink like that one there. So we've learned from our mistake and we're improving from our mistake. But also, why did I put twigs there and leaves? If you look at that raised bed there and you look at this one is about 50 centimeters high. That one is about just above 30 centimeters. I think it is 40 centimeters high. So there wasn't really much room for me to put the logs because as you can see here, even though I've put the logs in, I still have at least about 20 centimeters to play in for the plants to sink their roots and all that. So that is very important. But this is how you fill a raised bed. Cool. Slowly making progress. As you can see, I've covered the logs. I'm covering these logs with my own compost, the cold compost, unturned compost. Just dump it there. There it is. Fetching it from there with the wheelbarrow, put it here. Dump it here and then push it in on the sides. As you can see, I've almost covered all the logs. Now, maybe I'll put another wheelbarrow, but I think it's fine. But maybe I'll put another wheelbarrow of my own compost. And then next, it has to be the top good quality compost that I bought from Campertown, because that's where the roots will start. And then they go down there. So down there, they will find an ecosystem of whatever that's going to be happening there. What I will also do, actually, let me go get it. So I'll show you. I'm going to add food scraps in here as well. This is all the food waste that I keep on my freezer. And then, and I use it when I'm composting and all that, but I'm going to dump it in here and spread it here, and it will also help with activation, because we need worms, we need those tiny little insects that lives on the soil. They are very vital for the plants. They're going to be eating this food waste and they'll be pooping and mewing here, and their poop and their wee will become handy. The only thing that I'll have to watch is this. This I'll have to watch, because this is butternut squash. These seeds might germinate, but anyway, if they do, I will just pull the squash plants out and go put them somewhere else, you know. But yeah, otherwise, now I'm going to put another layer of my own compost, I think, and then I put the nice good soil, and then that's it. This bed is ready.